What are you doing? You're in so much trouble. Look at you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reviewing the new Colourpop X Sailor Moon collection. I have the eyeshadow palette, which we'll be focusing on for the most part today. We're going to do some swatches of it, and then I'm going to show you two different eye looks using this palette. We're going to go ahead and have a look at the two lip kits. I'll try some of these on. I think I might put one of these or some of the actual products in a giveaway that's not the current giveaway, but like another giveaway in the future. So anyway, so we got the lip products, and then I have the two Glitterly Obsessed. These are different, aren't they? Yes, Moon Prism Power and Moonlight Legend. So we're gonna unbox these, and we're gonna do some fun looks with the new palette. So if that sounds interesting, please go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I've already spoken on my channel about how the Sailor Moon launch went on Colourpop's website, so I'm just going to put my anger in the past, and we're going to be happy and joyful today looking at this collection, which brings me back to my childhood and my current adulthood. I do still purchase Sailor Moon things. I love Sailor Moon. I am still obsessed. Yeah. As a late 30-something-year-old lady, I don't feel any shame. I love it and I don't care, all right? So I was very excited, obviously, sorry, my chair is spinning a bit. I was obviously really excited when this whole collection came out. I was, as I said, right there. So I picked up what I could. The only things I wasn't able to get were the two blushes, okay? So that was the only thing missing. I have everything else. Let's start, shall we do the eyes first and then everything else? So all I've done on my skin right now is just put a bit of, what do I have on? I have a bit of the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil, and then I have a combination of two different of these Born to Glow concealers from NYX. I really like these. I don't know if you guys have tried these, but they're kind of on the expensive end for NYX, but still cheap. So they were, I think, £10 each, so they weren't too bad. I had bought and intended to wear in this video two new Colourpop products, the No Filter Concealer and the Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Things did not go well with these. I'm going to try them again later, but I didn't want to fuck this whole video up looking pink and also greasy. So we'll come back to these at another time. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this beauty here, okay? So interestingly, obviously something changed during the release process. So it has a sticker adhered to the back of it over what was probably the original box and original SKU. So I don't know what's different, but there is something there. Okay, so let's just take her out. So you have this packaging that's supposed to change as you move it in the light. It doesn't work particularly well, but it is very, very cute. I'm pretty sure I know which episode this is. She's probably looking at Tuxedo Mask, thinking about Tuxedo Mask, etc. Okay, so here is the palette. Here are all the colors. So we have kind of purpley tones, pinky corally tones, a yellow, and then some more neutrally tones, and then some sparkles. Are there any pressed glitters in here? I don't think so. These look just chunky. Is this one a glitter? It says it's not intended for use around the immediate eye area, so I think this one may be a glitter. This is Mars Serenity S. Let's just give it a check. Yeah, there's some little tiny glitter particles in it, so, all right. So let me scooch a bit closer. I haven't even swatched any of them yet. I've had it since Friday. I haven't swatched it. No, that's a lie. I got it on Wednesday last week, and I haven't even swatched it. All right, let me move. I have so much stuff here. Ugh, move everything away. Okay, so let's go ahead, make sure I have clean fingers, and let's swatch. So we'll start with the top row and then work our way down like that. Okay, so the first color is called Shining Moon. It's like a, is it a matte? Shut up, stomach. So it is a matte, but the type of matte with those little tiny glittery particles in it. So it is quite close to my normal skin tone, so it's probably not going to show up that great, okay? But it's just a nice, neutrally kind of peachy color. So that is Shining Moon. Then we have Twilight Flash, which is just a matte. Okay, a bit more on the orangey brown side. Still quite neutral. Just build it up a little bit more. Okay. The next one, it kind of, texture-wise, this one doesn't have a sticker, no. Texture-wise, it kind of looks like a Super Shock. I'm not sure if it is. Ooh, it is quite creamy. I think it might be a Super Shock. Okay. There it is. So it's kind of, what's the right way? Pink and kind of peachy champagne kind of color. Really pretty. Next one up is another matte. This is Moon Castle. Kind of a dusty mauve kind of look. Then a peachy, dusty peach. Okay, so that one is Moon Castle. The next one is a shimmer. This is called Full Moon. It just looks like a, sorry, itchy nose. Just looks like a gold shimmer. Okay, so it's this one here. Pretty, it's like a gold, a rosy kind of gold. Little bits coming off. Next one looks almost like a Super Shock again. Yeah, this one I think it is. It's really soft. Silver Millennium. It's very pale. Very much like a topper color. It's just a champagne. There's not a lot of pigment in there, but it's really pretty. I think it'll go really nicely over another color to kind of enhance that. All right, the next one is going to be this is it two different ways? Mare Serenity, yes. It's quite gritty feeling. I mean, I think I see some glitter in there, but yes, there is glitter. Okay, there is glitter in it. It is a really beautiful color though. Ooh, it's kind of like a rose glitter. That's really nice. I like that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna use some of this stuff around my immediate eye area. It's gonna be okay. All right, the next one is another shimmer, and this is in Luna. Okay, so it's a shimmery lilac kind of color. These are just from the bed here, guys, and it's in the morning. You can actually see I have a mark from the bed still in my cheeks. All right, last four, which are all mattes except for the third one. So Justice, no, is this a matte? Sorry, glasses. No, okay. So the next three, Justice, Tuxedo Rose, and Love, these three here, they are the matte formula with the sparkles in it, okay? So they're not completely matte, okay? There's the yellow, that is Justice. I like that, it's kind of a mustardy color. Next, Tuxedo Rose, and let me just go ahead and grab Love while we're here. Okay, so Tuxedo Rose looks like a hot pink. Yeah, look at that. That's really pretty. And then this one is Love. Ooh, those are nice. Colourpop does really nice mattes, guys. I really like them. They look kind of samey in the camera, but they are different. This one more is rosy and this one's more corally. And the last one is just a regular matte, and that is Miracle Romance. It's kind of like a hot electric lilac. Okay, a little dry. There we go. Okay, all right, so these are all the colors. So we kind of have like a neutral zone and then kind of like a colorful zone. So it's a half neutral, half colorful kind of palette. Those are gonna be all the colors. I love this. I actually think it's really pretty. I've heard some people say that if it hadn't been for the Sailor Moon kind of packaging and branding that they wouldn't have been interested in this palette. But actually, even seeing it all together and having been someone who's watched it and knows the color palette in the show very well, this makes a lot of sense. These kind of soft pastels and kind of neutrals. Sorry, that's Betty who's just jumped into a box to play in. This kind of tones in here, I actually, as a Sailor Moon fan, think work really well, and it makes sense. And especially if you're thinking about like Usagi, Sailor Moon's colors. This definitely makes sense there. Betty, you done being crazy? Betty, come here. Where are you? Come here. Come here, salty fish. Come here. No. You're gonna go on camera. Come on. No? Oh. Alright guys, so culprit is here. My own little Betty. He's a very handsome but very naughty man. what are you doing? You're in so much trouble. Look at you. He's, yeah. All right, you gonna go run away? And now I'm covered in cat hair. Hopefully you can't see that too bad in the camera. We'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Great. What we're going to do is we're going to do two looks. We're going to do a bright kind of electric eye over on this side, and then we'll do a more neutral one just to show you kind of the variations you can get with this palette. So I'm going to zoom you in. We're going to do those two looks, and then we'll go ahead and finish off the rest of the face with some of the other products from the Sailor Moon collection and a few others that I picked up. Ooh, hello. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes. I'm using the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Primer. I am really enjoying it. I'll come back and talk about primers in an upcoming video, so that is still to come. Using my little cat mirror. Okay, so I want this to be quite bright, so I'm probably going to pick from all of those hot electric pinks, but I'm going to start, I think, with the yellow and do some yellow up here and then a couple of different pinky colors. So I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. Okay, this is just one I picked up at the drugstore. It's just nothing special. Wow, okay, that's really... Where are you? There we go. Really nice, picks up a lot. Kick up in the pan, pretty typical for the Colourpop formula. But that is yellow. Oh, nice. I'm enjoying that already. So I'm just going to put a little bit on here, okay? And then just blend it upwards just a little bit. Keeping it soft, try not to have it be too overwhelmingly yellow, okay? And then just pulling it off a bit towards the side. To you guys, it looks really yellow. To me, in real life, it doesn't look as intense. All right, we're just gonna stick with the same brush, and we're gonna go into Tuxedo Rose, that kind of electric coral. That is such a pretty color. I like that a lot. And we're gonna go kind of the middle of the eye here. Probably have to switch to a slightly smaller brush. I just want to lay down the big blocks of color to start and kind of then decide how we're going to fade everything out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Love, which is a deeper color, deeper pink, and we're going to go here with it, okay? So I do want these all to kind of fade into each other, so that's why I'm just being a little bit rough, and then they will all blend out in a bit, okay? So now I'm going to go down to a smaller brush, okay? And I'm going to go back into the Tuxedo Rose shade just a little bit and kind of just start to build up that color and then fade it into the yellow a little bit. What we'll do is we'll probably come back with the yellow along the line there and just kind of, oops, as I just dip into the yellow because I'm talking about it, just to kind of strengthen that yellow up. All right, let's just do a little bit more. So pretty. All right, let's go back into Love. So I think these shadows are a little bit more powdery than I'm used to for Colourpop. So that's a bit of a surprise. I mean, it's not an issue, it's fine, but there's a lot of fallout already on my cheek, so on a day-to-day basis, I do my eyes before I do any other eye products, I do my eyes before I do any other face products, so I think that's probably wise for this palette here. Okay, just blending it into the yellow a little bit, just deepening that up, pulling it forward. So obviously what I'm doing is something that works well for my eye shape. It might not work well for yours, so, you know, obviously you do you and you fix this. I'm just kind of trying to show you how the shadows work together. Let's go back into a bit of Justice and then kind of blend that light color back into those darker tones, give us a nice fade. And you can see it's kind of transitioned to a nice kind of orangey look there. Okay, and then I'll clean up this after we're done. When I go to put eyeliner and mascara on, I'll tidy that all up. That looks stunning. I mean, that was really simple. I mean, come on, it took a couple of minutes. I think I probably should blend that middle bit just a bit more. Right here was just a little bit more, but there's no muddiness. You can still see all three colors. It's just really nice, okay? So for a sparkle, we're going to go actually with a darker color on the inside, which isn't something I normally do, but I want to have more fun with makeup. I want it to be more creative and just organic and not really care how wearable it is, just to enjoy it. So we're going to go in with Luna on just a little flat brush here. I typically will use a flat brush for Colourpop shimmers because they work great with a brush. There's usually no issue. I think the only ones that I struggle with using a brush are the Super Shock shadows, and I think you should probably use a finger for those, at least initially, and then you can kind of blend them out a bit with a brush. Okay, I'm not going to go in too far with this because I really want it to be like a shock of purple on the inner corner. Just build it up a little bit more. And then once I finish the eye, I might take that underneath a little bit or take a bit of maybe another color underneath. So, okay. So that's what we got with so far. It looks a little bit messy, but I will clean it up. I just want to kind of go through these relatively quickly. So we're going to do this other eye. We're going to start with Moon Castle on the outer corner. So we're going to start with what's going to be my darkest shade here. Okay. So Moon Castle, really pretty orangey shade. I think there's probably a similar one to this in the Baby Got Peach palette, maybe, because it is looking quite pale peach. I thought it would be a little bit darker based on in the pan, but it's coming out quite light on the eye. But if we're doing something that's just a really sweet, easy look, then I think this is going to work out really well. So I'm actually just going to take that all over the lid and just do a 2-color look over here plus a shimmer on the top. Very sweet. Okay, using the same fluffy brush, I'm going to take Shining Moon, which was the kind of palest color in the palette. I don't remember, it's this one here. So we're using this one and this one. Just softly blend them together. It's not going to be a very impactful look, it's just something very sweet, very delicate. I'm going back into Moon Castle here. I'm just using one brush. Nothing exciting, guys. It's just easy, workable, okay? You don't always have to do something exciting and detailed, you know? That's not even that detailed. Come on, I used 3 brushes, that was it. So I'm just kind of blowing out the color even more just to give a really soft effect here. And a little bit more of Shining Moon just here, just to lighten up these edges. Okay, real soft, really pretty, very sweet. So let's go back in with, I'm going to use a slightly bigger flat brush, and actually maybe we need to use a finger with that. I think I want to use Silver Crystal, which I think might be a Super Shock. Let me try it with a brush and see what happens, and if it isn't really, if it isn't really going to do it, then I will go in with the finger. Okay, so there it is on the brush. Let's just see. So another thing to do is, if it's not really working with the brush, is to let the brush just help you get it on the eye, and then use the finger to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Just like that. So let's go into it with the finger. You can tell I'm not a very tidy person when I'm doing my makeup. Just press it in there a little bit. Look how sparkly that is. So shiny. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in a couple of minutes. Well, like that for you guys. I'm going to clean up the sides here. And I'm not going to do a liner on this one, I'm just going to do a bit of mascara and make it still stay really soft, and I'm going to do a bold liner on this side just so we can have that really easy comparison between the 2 different looks. Okay guys, so these are the 2 finished looks. So this is the soft pretty one, and this is the intense colorful one. So overall, I'm really happy with this palette. I'm very glad I purchased it. I might get a backup one that I don't use so I can keep it as a collector's item, which I never do. I mean, it's not, we shouldn't be doing that, but it's my thing. It's Sailor Moon. I can't help it. So as soon as the blushes do go on sale, I probably will go ahead and grab those. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to use a couple of other things that I picked up. So I picked up this highlighter. I think this is Horse and Carriage from Colourpop to try on the cheeks. Do a little bit of that. I don't really feel like doing any bronzer today. I don't really wear bronzer, but I did pick up this one from the Going Coconuts collection. This is Coconut Beach. I don't really feel like it, so we're not going to do it today. Sorry. We're going to do a little bit of this highlighter on the cheeks with this gigantic brush that I found. This might be a bad idea. I don't know. Whoa, that's white for me. Okay, I'm probably a little bit too dark. Too dark for this. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. Let's, this This is our impactful side of the face anyway. Jesus. Okay, well, that's a lot. I was thinking about using my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism powder because obviously he was inspired by Sailor Moon to do these, so these are gorgeous, but the color I have is in Mars, which is obviously way too dark for me. It kind of, for me, would be more like a blush. So why don't we just try a little bit of that kind of here in like a blushy kind of area-ish. So now I have a nice shiny pinky cheek. There we go. Nice and lopsided face. It's exactly what I wanted today. It's alright, it's makeup, it comes off. It's not like permanent. Alright, so let's try these lip kits. So the first one is that I have is Moonlight, and it has two colors in it, Bun Head in an ultra blotted lip, which I like the ultra blotted formula, and Sailor Moon in the ultra glossy lip. Okay, so these are the two colors. I'm trying to decide which ones I'm going to swatch and which ones I'm not. So this glossy one, I really like. This, what is this one called? Sailor Moon. I really like this one. I definitely think that's a color I would use. My concern with swatching this one, the Bun Head one, is I don't think this is a color I would actually use, so that's why I'm a bit hesitant about it. So let's just pop that back in the packaging. And then we have the Daylight bundle. I think they could have done a better job with these two bundles, guys, because they are, sorry, they are almost identical. They're really hard to tell apart. I mean, this is the other bundle, right? So you have another glitter. This is in Moon Tiara. This is a lip gloss, ultra glossy lip. Okay, that's fine. And then you have, oops, that was coming off already. That's a worry. Is Usagi in this kind of darker pink. So this color I think would work for me. There are some like cracks in there. I probably just have to like shake it or something a little bit. Let's just do this for a second. That's a worry. One of the other ones I had did this too, but only after I'd had it for a while. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. So what I'm going to do is I think I like both the ultra glossy lips, so I'm definitely going to keep those. And I like this one, this Usagi one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try this one. All right. There's no scent. I don't think there usually is with the blotted lips though, so closer. All right, let's see how this looks. Oh, that's quite pink. I don't usually go for colors like this. I think with my complexion, some of the browns look a little bit better, like the brownie reds, but okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's okay. The formula is fine. Like I said, I like this formula, but I know a lot of people don't for some reason. So anyway, I like the ultra blotted lip. And then let's pick a gloss. So let's do Sailor Moon on top of it. Make sure we're mostly dry there. So the glosses do have that kind of candy scent to them. So here Betty's meowing in the background. He's so cute. Sorry, I realized this. I have the ring light is just in front of me, and let me just turn it down a bit. Okay. All right, can you see a little bit? Probably not. Let me just go in here again, grab a little bit more product, and I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand so you can see this gloss color. It's okay. I mean, the glosses are a bit boring. I'm not a fan. This one's okay. And then we have this other ultra glossy lip in Moon Tiara, which looks more sparkly to me. So let's just do that here. Yeah, you gotta break the tip a bit to make it softer. Okay, and then that one's Moon Tiara. So these two glosses are definitely different from each other. The two lips I think are too similar, but that's my opinion. Okay. So it looks okay with this one. I think if you're gonna do an eye like this, I would just go with one of the glosses if you're gonna do that combination. Okay, so let's open up the fun bit, the Glitterly Obsessed. I do want to keep most of the packaging, so I'm trying not to destroy it. Okay, so, oh my god, that's so cute. Yes, look! Oh my god, it has her compact on it. Okay, So Glitterly Obsessed, this one is Moon Prism Power, which is, there's a little lid, is like a purple toned one. Okay, so let me go, there's a bit here on the top, so let me just go ahead and do this on the back of my hand. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that's so pretty, guys. You got these little tiny moons in it. Let's just put a few right there. Yes. I don't normally wear glitter, but I want all of this all over my face right now. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so there's little moons in it. Is there any other little shapes? Moons and stars. Okay, so there's moons and stars in that one. Put the little cap back on. Okay, and let's try the other one. It has like a pink base to it. And again, the same kind of top. Betty, are you just slamming doors for no reason? Betty. Yeah, slamming doors. It's called Moonlight Legend, and so this one's more on the pinky tone side. Okay, do I get a bit in the lid like the last time? A little bit right there. Let me grab a bit more out of the package. That's a lot. Okay, let's just go right here because that's going to be easier for me to just swatch it. Okay, so there aren't any shapes in this one. It's just more really iridescent, kind of pinky, beautiful. So pretty. I love these Glitterly Obsessed. I'm not someone who likes to wear a lot of glitter, but it's sparkly, so therefore I like it. Okay, Betty, you gonna interrupt the filming? Here's little jingles. Okay. All right, so I think that's everything that I wanted to try. Let me increase this because Betty is now blocking the sun. Okay. So I'm overall happy with this collection. I think the eyeshadow palette is fantastic and these glitters are great. So those two, when they come back in stock, I would highly suggest. The lip kits, I think you can go ahead and miss them unless you just want them for collector's value. I'm not really that excited about them. They're too similar to each other. There should have been a little bit more depth in there. You have some really beautiful colors that Sailor Moon usually has. So there could have been like a red. I mean, come on. Have you seen her outfit? There is always a red in there, so I think it could have been a more impactful one for the Sailor Moon and then a more neutral one for the Usagi side. Anyway, that's my opinion about it. Okay, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, well, I hope that when this comes back into stock that you are able to get it if you're interested. Otherwise, we will just have to continue to dream about those blushes. Luna blushes. They had a little cat. I wanted them. Anyway. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and we will be back in a few days with the next video, whatever that's going to be on. I don't know yet. We'll see. It'll be fun. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.